This time, I bring good news for bounty hunters all across Japan. Let me get straight to the point by showing you this. Here, we have a most wanted notice published on the FBI's official website in the United States. The bold text under the most wanted label shows the name of the wanted individual in alphabetical characters. If this name is converted into kanji and read in Japanese, it would be pronounced as Ka-tenu. Therefore, we will refer to this person as Ka from here on. Since December, the FBI has issued a wanted notice for this individual, and the details of the case have attracted significant attention in Chinese-speaking regions. The reward for information leading to this person's arrest is an astonishing $10 million, which equates to over 1.5 billion yen. Numerous articles about this case have been published in English-speaking regions as well. For those who wish to earn over 1.5 billion yen by providing information about this individual, here's what is currently known. The wanted man, 30 years old at the time of the notice, is believed to reside in Sichuan Province, China. The FBI has made a wanted poster with his photos available for download, featuring multiple images of him. Providing information leading to his capture could result in a reward that surpasses even Japan's year-end jumbo lottery. If you're interested, I encourage you to visit the FBI's website. Now, let's delve into the allegations against him. This individual is suspected of involvement in cyber fraud. Specifically, he worked for a Chinese company named Sichuan Silence Information Technology. In Japanese, the Chinese company name translates to Sichuan Muko Shinzoku. The U.S. government has already imposed sanctions on this company. As for what this man did, it's alleged that he exploited vulnerabilities in network devices to install malware on numerous systems. Using this malware, he is said to have stolen user IDs, passwords, and other sensitive information from people around the world. Moreover, you may recall that platforms like Nico Nico Douga experienced extended downtimes a few months ago. This was due to ransomware attacks. Ransomware involves infiltrating a server, encrypting its data, and demanding a ransom to restore it. Cyber attacks like these have also recently targeted companies like Caesarea. The wanted individual allegedly aimed to execute similar crimes by infiltrating servers with malicious programs. The incident in question took place in 2020, about 4 years ago. As 2024 comes to a close, the FBI has issued a wanted notice for this individual based on the 2020 case. Installing malware on various devices doesn't necessarily mean the perpetrator alone uses the stolen data. In many cases, the malware is sold to other criminals who then use it for their own purposes. Whether this individual acted alone or facilitated others' crimes by selling access to the malware remains unclear. What is certain, however, is that this was a large-scale operation involving global data theft, which warranted such a significant reward. Notably, the FBI has disclosed that this man resides in Sichuan Province, China. The U.S. government is effectively asking for information about someone residing in a foreign country, which is quite intriguing. This public appeal increases the likelihood of information being provided from within China itself. There are undoubtedly people in China who know his whereabouts or activities, given the specific details about his residence and former company. However, the real question arises once the FBI obtains information about his location. The U.S. cannot simply go to China to capture him. One possible outcome is that the U.S. government formally requests the Chinese Communist Party to extradite him, arguing that his crimes are too severe to ignore. But even if the perpetrator's location is pinpointed, the situation gets complicated. If the Chinese Communist Party agrees to extradition, it might be perceived as bowing to U.S. pressure, potentially impacting its international reputation. On the other hand, the CCP may choose to try the individual under Chinese law instead, avoiding the appearance of yielding to U.S. demands. What's fascinating here is how the U.S. government's public approach to the case might force the CCP's hand. If China doesn't act, it risks being seen as harboring cybercriminals, a narrative that could damage its global standing. Conversely, arresting and prosecuting the individual under Chinese law would allow China to assert its sovereignty while addressing the issue. Ultimately, the most intriguing aspect of this case is not who will claim the reward, but how the situation will unfold once the FBI confirms the perpetrator's location. Will the CCP take action to protect its image, or will it choose to ignore the matter? This case could serve as a test of international cooperation in the face of cybercrime, as well as a reflection of the U.S. China power dynamic. With the year drawing to a close, this significant development reminds us of the ongoing global impact of cybercrime. The magnitude of the FBI's response suggests that the damage from this case was not limited to stolen information but likely involved broader economic consequences. For now, we'll watch closely as the story evolves. As cybercrime increasingly threatens global security, It's vital that such individuals are brought to justice, regardless of where they reside. Thank you for following along, and let's continue to monitor this case together.